on the table. I throw out my 40 pieces of silver. I take my trust indentures. I take my titles, my superior titles. I take my contracts and my business affairs to show them that they're in order. I take a plan, a business plan for my estate. I take it right in there. What am I going to do with it? Here's how. You have to let the probate judge know that we're in equity together. We're partners, buddy. And I'm going to be a good steward, a good trustee, because I'm the co-trustee. And he's the other trustee. He represents government. We're in partnership together. It's the way it's written. We're the co-trustees, the co-beneficiaries, and the only signatory officer of the trust. You know what happens when you're a bad trustee? Your other co-trustee comes after you. Don't let that happen. You might see bars for 60 years. God wants you to be a good steward. Be a good steward. Understand the trust. Part of your plan should be, how much of the interest earned should I leave in the account so it starts growing for my heirs, successors, and our assigns forever? You always, a good businessman always takes a percentage of the profit to save it for his company. And it just builds up. And then the company can get bigger and bigger and bigger and grow. He also takes some money for himself, and he takes part of that and saves it for his children. Sets his children up in the trust. That's what good business people do. You want to do the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Well, how much do you want to give to charity? You put that down too. How much you want to give to humanitarian purposes? Put that down too. Charities don't necessarily mean humanitarian.
Right.
One could be just build a good home school for a neighborhood of families, and the other one could be for the church. You see what I mean? Different things. So you put down what your plan is. And then, well, hey, Judge, my house isn't very adequate. It's a little small. My family's been growing. I can't really afford to buy another one because prices of homes have gone up so much. I need a new home. You negotiate that before the probate closes. Maybe you need to pull out of this $100 million. Maybe you need to pull $3 to go fix yourself. Okay? Well, then you do it before probate. So when probate is ended, it's got $92 million in it. Ask for what you need up front. Have a reason why. A good plan. You see what I mean? Now you take and figure out kind of what the interest is going to be and take a reasonable portion. And that's your operating expenses for the rest of your life. And I'll tell you something we just learned from a federal probate judge. And we only learned it because American State National didn't know what the hell he was doing. He went in there and he tried to do it, and he failed. But the probate judge told us, no. He told him to go learn, come back, and then he says, and we would like it if you return every 7 years. And I went, my God! We should return every 7 years. I've never returned. I've been wanting to amend it. We look like good trustees if we go back in. Every 7 years and update it. Prices go up, things change, life changes. You can't control that. You might need to amend your trust. You might just go in and say, hey, Bob, good to see you 7 years later. Everything's okay. It's working out. I don't need to change it. But by checking in with them, they want that. And I just learned that. I learned something new. Cool. I love it. Teach me. This is how it works.
I got to look this up. If you're going in every 7 years, which I don't have tax, but when you're going back in 7 years, are you saying you'll allow you to modify the plan?
If need be, if you were a good steward. You want to see if you've been a good trustee. What have you done with money? Have you done what your plan said? You know, they want to see that. But also, you can modify it. If you've left enough of the interest that's being earned in the estate, this estate that isn't 92 million anymore. Might be back up to 110. Maybe it's 150. Then you can modify your plan. Maybe you can buy Bill Gates' house. You see what I mean? Yeah, you can keep modifying the thing. Maybe you can do more good work with it. They're sweeping it out of there every time you have a court case. They're putting people in prison to sweep money out of the trust. If we were doing it right, they wouldn't have to. And we would be more knowledgeable to where we hold government accountable and limit government. That's our job. We've been failing at that for 200 years because we didn't have all the information. Thank God for the internet. I'm telling you, if you had to read it all in books like this kid did, I went back and I go, oh my gosh, I have read several 100,000 books online. Hundreds of thousands. I could have been fishing if somebody would have put it together for me the way I put it together for you. If we had one manual to go by, that'd be great. But the cabal made sure we didn't. They put it here and here and here and here and here, and they put one little piece of the puzzle everywhere. And I've had to gather those puzzle pieces slowly over a long period of time, and I'm still learning stuff. Still finding pieces of puzzles out there. And we just keep putting it together. See, they burned the box top. You didn't know what the dang puzzle looks like when you start. You just start reading and pull little nuggets out, and then this nugget connected to that nugget, and you go, oh, the puzzle fit. And you start building your puzzle. And that's what I've done for 35 years. Actually, longer than that, because I was interested in history and stuff first, and religion first. And without religion, history, and the law, I wouldn't know what I know today. I wouldn't have been able to put the puzzle together. So you walk in to any court. If you've got a court case, if you're being charged with something, any court, and have your clothes on, all your tools in your tool belt, all the time. I do the same thing in any court, even if it's traffic court. I take a whole bag full of stuff, and they're going to see some silver. Even if I got to wear it on the belt buckle, which I do a lot. They see some silver, they see the flag of peace, they see my trust, they see, I've got to have it all there in case I need to refer to it. Got my superior titles, I bring your MCOs into traffic court and watch what happens. Your Honor, I don't think you have superior title in my automobile. If you don't have superior title on the contract with me, well then, why are we here? You go, what do you mean? There it is. There's my MCO. Look, I think I even got mine in here. Now there's one on a trailer that I own. There's one on a 2005 Chevy 4-door pickup Duramax. And I wonder why they can't find me in the system. I can't find my car in the system because I own Superior Title. You see that bond number right there? You see it's on bond paper? This is a photocopy, but the original one's that size. It's from General Motors themselves, who built that truck. I don't see where government has any permission to do, well, anything. I don't see a state of's name there, Your Honor. I don't see a county of. I don't see the city of. Your Honor, I'm fully unaware of any contract that could compel me to perform. If there is such a contract, bring it forward. I'll follow it to the full extent of the law. But if not, just dismiss this case with prejudice. Let's go have tacos. Put the burden of proof on them. Prove the state owns my vehicle. Show me the sales receipt. Show me the Superior Title. When it comes to your house, if your house is in foreclosure, Your Honor, show me where the state holds the land patent. Because I've got it recorded right here, such and such county, I'm booking page number, and here it is. Blah, blah, blah. Eat your shorts. You can. Slaves can't own property.
What about Indian territory?
It's theirs.
You bought it through the years, it goes back to the.
Goes to no. You get a land patent from the Indians. All that property is land patented. The United States government never ceded any property that wasn't patented. Even a reservation was a one big land patent. It's got a patent number given to that tribe by a president. And that document looks very much similar to this. And so it's out there, it's available. You own a part and parcel thereof described as meets and bounds. So many feet to this marker, so many feet, so.
I hear people's tummies.
Okay,
I think they're
good.
hungry.
These guys can skip lunch, stay here all night, as long as I keep talking. You would, you have been unbelievable, guys. I mean, you don't even get up to go pee. I don't know how you're doing.
Just a reminder, when you come back from lunch, if you would, we're going to have a bowl out front for you to leave your fancy handwritten name tags. And you're going to get, in exchange, a, what do you call it, lottery ticket? What's it called? Raffle ticket, thank you. You're going to write your name up on it on the back. Only those who are here when we do the raffle will win. So if you have to go home early, I'm so sorry, but